so you say. Apparently I'm digging it in. I can't feel a thing. And you've won, so I go bury my head in the ground. Yet I won't lose what I said in the sound of the words and the note that it brings. No, I can't feel a thing. Here it comes, the unavoidable sum of what's just happened and what's been done. And you know, I don't remember a thing. I don't remember a thing. But it keeps on coming and I stop. But it keeps on coming and I stop. But it keeps on coming and I stop. But it keeps on coming and I just stand still. But it keeps on coming and I stop. But it keeps on coming and I just stand still. But it keeps on coming and I go and I go and I go and I go and I stop and I run 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 and I run.
Welcome, everybody. Good evening. Welcome, dear film lovers. Welcome, dear filmmakers. If you're half as caffeinated as I am, you must be tripping right now. Please give a warm round of applause to these wonderful people who will guide us through the night, the Tiger Collective. Everything evolves in cycles. This is not the first award show that we're doing. Actually, this Wednesday we had the IFFR Pro Award ceremony where projects were honored in Cinemart, showing that film continues to be made, continues to be done, because this is not the end for the filmmakers now, it's only the beginning. The film is here, but now it will travel the world, travel to other festivals, to cinemas, to theaters, to small screens, big screens, and hopefully bring the same inspiration to the world as it did to Rotterdam. So what I'd now like to do is give a very warm round of applause for the people that were instrumental, fundamental, and inspirational in finding those filmmakers, selecting them as a group or individually, collectively. Some of them are here, some are still at work presenting other premieres. There's still a festival going on. Please give a very warm round of applause to the programming team of IFFR. And the scouts and researchers. It's a great bunch of people, let me tell you. Every end is a new beginning. Next year, it won't be me up here welcoming you. It will be lovely Vanya. She's been looking her eyes out, I hope, meeting everybody, seeing and knowing already how great a festival it is. And to introduce the award ceremony, because I won't be doing much more. I'm gonna need a drink and be sitting over there. There's something which I thought was very moving throughout this festival, and that is that most of the filmmakers here are first, second, or third-time filmmakers, beginning filmmakers, but there's a history, there's a common family of filmmakers that keep calling Rotterdam their home. Whether they're Costa Gavras, or Bong Joon-ho, or Claire Denis, or Carlos Regadas. And one of those moments was a very special award ceremony that we held this Monday. The first time we awarded the Robby Müller Award, Robby Müller being one of the most influential Dutch cinematographers ever, maybe. And we wanted to pass on a bit of what he stood for as an artist. what his stance towards cinema was, because we feel very close to it, and yet still keep this idea alive, this idea that cinema can actually change minds, that there's no need for showboating, there's need for bringing something that is true and honest. Turned out to be quite a memorable moment. It's one of those moments for me personally where I always feel so small, knowing 49 years of festival. It's such a wealth. It's such an honor. And being part of that legacy is hopefully just as inspiring for the filmmakers that are here. Whether you win or not, you're part of this family of cinema love. And I was very happy to see the first Robby Müller Award go to Diego García, who expressed himself so eloquently, much more eloquently than I could ever do. So I'll be enjoying this evening. Please have fun, and let's celebrate cinema together as it continues and continues when we're 50, when we're 100, when we're 92 years old, because those things really matter. Have a nice award show.
Being related or connected with Robby Müller, creativity and art form, it's so important because he, in a way, helped me and inspired me at some point of my life to do what I do now. I always thought that there was something very magical and very special about the way he shot films. The films that he chose to do and how he did them. And now being here and seeing his name and mine, it's very special. And so thank you.
Rising up, back on the street. Took my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to strive. So many times it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. And the last known survivor starts to spring in the night. And he's punching us all with the eye of the tiger.
Welcome everybody. The Tiger Awards
The eye of the
2020.
tiger.
You've already met the incredibly talented Tiger Collective. Look at them bounce. Charlotte, Suzanne, Lucas, Dominic and Job. I'm Martin Raybarts. I'm your host tonight. Very happy to be back here. Thank you, Rotterdam, for having me back. We've got a program packed full of song and dance and music and, of course, awards. Awards, that means there's a room full of incredibly talented filmmakers with incredibly high levels of nervous anticipation. They're over there. You can feel the vibe. We have an almost oversupply of festival directors, Bero, Marjan and Vanya, 3 of them. Does any festival need one? Yes, Rotterdam this year needs 3 directors. Welcome. So IFFR has given us yet another brilliant year. It showed us tigers in deep focus on big screens where we heard distinct voices with bright futures speak about the things that matter to them. And through watching those films, we discover why they matter to us as well. Thanks the entire IFFR team for an incredible edition. One more, you're so good at this. Just how it works, a little bit of, We will have people up here. We'll announce an award. We'll invite a jury member up. We'll have a little talk. They will announce the award. And then the winner will come up. And actually, Lucas will be dashing through the audience to find the winners and also the jury members, so you're not alone. He will be bringing you up on stage, and then we'll just take it from there. There's always ends with a photograph, so don't go rushing off with your award under your arm. That's sort of the housekeeping. Turn your phones off, please. I've been asked to say that. Unless you're live tweeting, do it discreetly. Okay, that's the opening. They're amazing. Let's see what the critics have to say about the films in our selection.
The NetPack Award for Best Asian Feature Film, world premiering at IFFR, chosen by a jury from the Network for the Promotion of Asian Cinema.
Let's see the nominees for the NetPack Award. Of course, any award needs a jury. Let's meet the NetPack jury. Please throw a light on the NetPack jury. Thank you. And I'll invite Zakir Hussain Raju to join me.
4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Zakir, please stand beside me. I have a little question for you. Rotterdam has always shown a bright light on Asian cinema, and it's helped launch careers of some of Asia's most renowned filmmakers. I was just wondering, as the jury, how do you compare works that are as diverse as, say, a Hong Kong thriller, a village story from Bhutan, or a time-traveling sci-fi ghost story? Asia is such a vast and wonderful, amazing place. How do you compare them, I suppose, is the question.
I would say that because we think Asia is like a big continent full of many different cultures, but we have a very strong Asianness, Asian identity that goes from Bhutan to Indonesia to Philippines to China to so many countries. So that is, I would say, the tie that binds us to become Asian and bring Asian cinema as a very different kind of cinema.
Okay, and then so many voices from the continent. What was your decision? Tell us about the NetPack decision for 2020.
Okay. I must add, I'm going to read out the decision.
Cool.
I was accompanied by two very wonderful persons, two of my jury colleagues, Arlene Suevas from Philippines, a wonderful film producer and teacher, and Dan Koh from Singapore, who is also, very well-known producer and writer. So all three of us had, very long, screenings, of course, and discussions. The award goes to, let me read out, I would say, the full version.
Let's hear the motivation.
Yeah. Sure. Okay, we have, please bear with me. The Network for the Promotion of Asia Pacific Cinema, NetPack Award, goes to a film that is frightfully universal, whose everyday character undergoes a fate which can happen to any of us, and whose love for his family, poetry, and his country is told with incredible restraint and a patient accretion of visual and oral detail. Borrowing freely from classical fiction cinema and observational documentary techniques, this moving letter to and from the oppressed Muslim minority in Mother India is eerily prescient of the ongoing rise of Hindu nationalism in India today. May Nasir rise again.
Congratulations, Arun Pathak. You hold that. I'll just hold the mic for you. I'll
Yes,
take care
thank
of
you,
that.
Martin.
Yeah.
Thank you, the jury, and thank you, Festival, for having us here on and again every time from script development stage to the time that we could premiere here. And I'm very delighted for this, and I'm super happy. And yeah, congratulations to everyone who had a film here. And I think it's a great place to be. And I hope we'll come back again.
Congratulations. Let's get a photograph of you. Just stay there.
Iemand is een zender.
Thank you.
Thank you both.
The KNF Award for Best Dutch or Dutch co-produced feature film at IFFR, chosen by a jury of the Circle of Dutch Film Journalists.
Let's see the nominees of the KNF Award. Okay, those are the nominees. Let's throw a light on our esteemed jury, and I'll be joined by Lisa van der Waal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
So I've just been thinking about Dutch film critics. You write for so many different journals, different media across many different spectrums and platforms. And you write for a sophisticated cineast audience, the kind we're used to meeting here in Rotterdam, but also through to the general public who are just looking for a date movie on Saturday night. Is there something unique, you think, that Dutch audiences, Dutch critics respond to or look for in a film that might be different from other parts of the world? Or
Thank you. What our conclusion is, after seeing these 14 films, is that we should actually be aware and a little bit proud of what the Netherlands as a small country produces.
it's adding to that itself. Terrific.
Absolutely, yeah. And
I
there's
agree.
often a negative, people are often quite negative, both critics and audience.
It's your Calvinism.
Yeah, think so. But again, I think we should be proud of the productions, film productions
I think
made
you
in
should
the
too.
Netherlands.
All right, let's hear what your critics'
All right.
decision was. You have
Yes.
a very lengthy jury statement there. Good.
Yes, because we also have two honorable mentions.
Oh, honourable mentions.
So let's
Great.
start with that. We watched the 14 Dutch co-productions selected for the KNF Award with an increasing passion and enthusiasm because of the daring and surprising quality of the films that were presented to us. Two films in particular deserve an honorable mention because long after we watched them, their unique stories kept resonating in our minds. Mother by Christoph Bilson and Drama Girl by Vincent Boy Cars.
Congratulations. Great honourable mentions. Yeah.
Absolutely. However, a third film turned out to be the winner. It handed us, it handed us the key to understanding the main themes running through the selection. It is...
Is that it? No. Keep going.
Yes, all right, thank you. It is like most of the films in the selection, about imbalance, conflict, and showing worlds in state of decay. It is a requiem for humans, for animals, and maybe even so a requiem of animals for humanity. It reveals a story that only the visual language of film can master. And on top of all this film contained some of our favorite scenes of the festival, like a haunting scene in a chicken barn, the bathing of a dog, and a moving scene about roller skating. The film creates its own surreal universe, which allows the filmmaker to subtly comment on the sickness of the world and the eco-collapse we are all facing. The winner of the KNF Award is Kala Azar by Janis Rafa.
Thank you. And with your juror, let's have another photo. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you both so much.
The Fipresci Award. Critics Award for Best World Premiere in Bright Future, excluding the Tiger competition. Chosen by a jury of the Fédération Internationale de la Presse Cinématographique.
And let's see those nominations. This is a good bunch. Beautiful films. That was a hard-working jury. Let's throw a light on the Fipresci jury, please.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And I'm going to be joined by Salome Kikaleshvili.
6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks, Salome. Of course, I have a little question for you.
Easy question.
Yeah. I was just thinking that the Fipresci Award is one of the ones most beloved from a filmmaker's point of view. It's something you carry home in your heart. Yes, I do. I know filmmakers who won them, so I know this to be absolutely true. So there's a lot of anticipation over there right now. But I was just wondering, not so much about the awards, but do critics themselves develop connections and friendships with directors over the years, or would that involve too much of a conflict of interest when you need to see their next work? Is that...
It's difficult. It's really difficult
Yeah.
when you have a friends and who are directors or working in the cinema, and at the same time you have to watch their films and then write a review, and sometimes you did not like at all. Yeah, it's difficult sometimes.
But you still
But
have
we
the
will
friendships.
manage.
yeah?
Yes, of course, it's different. I
Okay.
mean, yeah.
Great. So having a drink doesn't mean that, yeah, great. Okay, that's good. Okay. Well, let's hear from your jury.
Yes. I hope I will say correctly the names. So I and my colleagues, we decide to give a prize to a film which brings a touching story about loneliness and daring to be different in a modern Chinese society. A portrait of a young woman, brilliantly played by Chi Yin, whose heroine tries to find her way in an unsympathetic and intolerant world. So the Fipresci Prize goes to Only You Alone by Jojo, China.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. My English is not well. Just thank you, thank you, thank you.
We have the awards. Let's get a photograph with you and the awards if we can. Yes, just yeah. There we are. Yeah. And then close with your juror. Okay, thank you so much.
The Found Footage Award for outstanding use of archive material supported by the Netherlands Institute for Beeld en Geluid.
Let's see the nominees for the Found Footage Award. Okay, and let's meet the jury for the Found Footage Award. Lights up. And I'm going to ask Juliette Janssen to join us as the spokesperson from the Institute for Beeld en Geluid, who will announce the decision of the jury. Juliette, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah. So I've got a question about found footage. I mean, we live in a time where repurposing, upcycling, it's like a cornerstone of new green and eco-friendly responses to consumerism, right? Using things again for another purpose. Do you think, looking at knowing the kind of work that is done in this section, do you think the ability to create new works from material originally made by another director is like a unique talent in itself?
Yes, I think so.
Where's my mic? Thank you, Lucas.
You're welcome.
Can I hold? No,
No.
I'm not allowed to. Sorry. Oh yes, sure. I think the research that you need to take a lot of time for it. Please ask for a dedicated researcher.
So part of the talent is patience.
It's patience, it's time, it's know how to edit, and sound design is totally different from making a film yourself. Well, so that's, yeah, and respect. Be respectful to
Of the
material.
original material.
Copyright is, of course, another issue.
Another question.
Yeah.
Yeah, which you deal with all the time. But let's hear what the jury had to say.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have to thank the jury, of course, and the festival for hosting the awards. Mike and Mike were there, and my colleague Hans van den Berg, who's a senior researcher at the institute. Okay, here's the jury report. How happy we were to live through cinema's déjà vu. The forgotten pictures of the past that have been transformed and reframed, then screened here in Rotterdam. There was one movie that shone for us more brightly than any other. We were floored by its unique sense of sound, its luxurious spaciousness, its courage in embracing silence. The Kodachrome home movies were beautifully shot as if by a professional amateur, detailed and finding the right frame again and again. But most of all, it was a literary script filled with lies and loneliness, heartbreak and death that carries us through a travelogue of longing until the final stunning twist is saved for the closing credits. We won't spoil it for you by telling you the secret, but we urge you to see the movie and would like to give the Found Footage Award to My Mexican Pretzel by Nuria Jimenez.
Okay, well, thank you so much to the jury. Sorry, can I?
All right, you can.
Do you want to?
Sure.
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine. Just give it back.
No, I'm gonna take it back
you
to
won
Barcelona.
the big prize. Talk.
Well, thank you so much to the jury, and well, to the festival too for giving me this great opportunity. And it has been a great experience. And of course, I want to dedicate this to my grandfather, who filmed the images, and to my grandmother, who was an essential part of them. And it wasn't patience, it was obsession. Just say, okay, thank you.
Obsession. Congratulations. Just stay for a photograph by your. Yeah. And then a photograph with the representative of the jury, please. Yeah. Thank you. Congratulations.
The Voices Short Audience Award for the highest rated short film from the Voices Short program.
Let's see some nominations. And there's no jury, of course. This is an audience award, but I'd like to invite Vanya, the new director of Rotterdam, incoming director of Rotterdam, to join me on stage and share the audience awards. So, of course, the shorts was a curated program, and then the longer audience awards, which we'll come to next, is just every film in the festival. But first of all, here we are, two of the newest festival directors in the world on stage together.
Fresh off the boat.
Yeah. Those of you who don't know, I'm not just a guy who says, "Hey, let's see the nominations." I'm the
Some
newly,
bigger responsibilities
yeah,
like
I'm the
that.
newly appointed director of the New Zealand Film Festival. So there we are. But I was wondering, with a festival like IFFR, it's known for the selection and love of like cutting-edge, challenging, groundbreaking work that some people might describe as difficult. Do you think an IFFR Audience Award will reflect the same sorts of taste of the films that you select? It's like, do IFFR audiences get it? Let's see.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
they do. I mean, as we concluded with Barrett, the opening night, that this is the best festival in the world, I think it's only possible thanks to the best audience in the world that wholeheartedly, I think, embraces this courageous cinema. that
It's a
you were
courageous
mentioning.
audience.
Courageous
Yeah.
audience, and we should be so proud of it. Yeah. All right.
Let's see what the short film award.
Okay, the
inclusion
Audience Award Best Short Film goes to Tabaski by Laurence Attali.
Laurence isn't with us, but let's have a quick look at a clip of Tabaski. We'll just do a quick photograph. We'll do a quick photograph of Vanya with the award, which we can send to Laurence. With his name above. You got his name in the frame? I always wanted to direct. Okay, thank you. And stay with me, Vanya.
Bank Giro Loterij Audience Award for the film with the highest audience rating.
Now, this is a nice prize, and we also have something to show you, because since there's no actual nominations to show, we have, every film is eligible. Let's look at a short film that's been made of the process of arriving at this prize. Okay, so that's what happens after you tear that little card. Vanya.
All right.
All right, you go there, it's fine.
The Audience Award Best Feature Film goes to Parasite, black and white version by Bong Joon-ho.
Bong Joon-ho sadly had to leave us, though he was here enjoying himself a very long time. But I do believe we have Esther de Groot from September Films somewhere in the audience who will come and accept the award as the distributor, I think, of both versions of Parasite, color and black and white.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you have any thoughts about having the same film, putting it out twice, so we're all so excited to buy another ticket?
Yeah, well, actually, I noticed that a lot of people didn't see Parasite at all, so they have a second chance to see the black and white, and of course,
absolutely, they should
the
see
color
both.
version also playing in theaters.
Okay, congratulations.
Still.
Yeah,
And
congratulations to the amazing director and to you.
Thank you.
And this is for you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you both. Now, okay, let's hear about some more awards that people over in this corner are dying to hear about.
The IFFR Youth Jury Award for the film that made the biggest impression on the IFFR Youth Jury.
Let's see which films the youth jury saw. All films with youth-orientated themes and stories. Now, the youth jury. Let's throw the light on the youth jury. And I'm going to invite them all up on stage. Please join me. Rabia, Mianda, Jonas, Chris, and Florine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rabia?
Yes.
Okay. I was wondering, what it is that your fellow jurors love about cinema. I mean, we live in a time where the assumption is a younger generation, you, prefer everything to come via a digital format, maybe in short bite-sized segments on a mobile phone or some other device. But you guys have been sitting in dark cinemas, the old-fashioned way, watching films. Simply put, what do you love about cinema?
The most amazing thing about cinema is that you are just looking at a dream. You're just looking at shots and it's in the dark. So that was my experience with it and I loved it.
Anyone else want to say why you love cinema?
All the cultures you had to get to see, the different stories, everything.
Okay, the windows on other parts of the world.
You also get another understanding in society because you understand everybody's story.
Okay. They said it for you.
Yeah. And also the beauty in the shots, and it's like looking at art.
Wow.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
That's great to hear. The future of cinema's in good hands. Great. Let's hear about your decision.
Yes, of course. So the film we have chosen as the winner has succeeded in communicating a difficult theme from a lot of different perspectives. The film feels realistic and you get an understanding of the dynamic between groups in a suburban area. We like the use of the good cop, bad cop formula with a twist. The camera work was amazing, the street casting, and we think it is overall nicely put together. We are happy to present the Youth Jury Award 2020 to Les Miserables by Lajli.
Wow. That's a great choice. Unfortunately, the director of Les Miserables can't be here with us tonight, but we do want a photograph of all of you, maybe slightly over to the left so you can catch the title in the back like before. Thank you. Amazing, Youth Jury. Great choice. Thank you all so much.
So I went to see a fortune teller, and I asked her to give me the show's title's name, and what should I do? It's like a collaboration with the old lady, the fortune teller, and she asked me, stop doing art.
The Bright Future Award IFFR's award for feature-length debuts by the filmmakers of tomorrow.
Before we see the lineup of the nominees, it's good to know that this is the first year that the Bright Future competition has been curated. It used to be a competition that was open to the entire section of Bright Future, but this is the inaugural version of the curated Bright Future. Let's see the curated nominees. And judging that award, let's meet the Bright Future jury.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And I'd like Susanna Kirali to join me on stage.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Susanna, you're seeing so many new voices. I was wondering, with such a diversity of emerging voices from around the world, did you as a jury find there were like commonalities between the films and the makers, maybe something that might define an emerging generation among the films that you saw?
For sure, there were, like, topically, thematically, but I think what I like to point out most was the diversity and plurality of all the sort of techniques applied, and the tools and the aesthetics, and also the curiosity of all filmmakers was really great, like, to see that diversity is possible and also lived and made art with. So
and yet also united thematically somehow with concerns that are global, perhaps.
Well, anything that's human and
It's
emotional,
global, all right.
it's there, it's
Of
there.
course.
But I think it's always about the perspective on how we look
Sure.
at something and how we frame it and how we discuss it. And that's the greatest feat also of that selection. I think that they were all very diverse and very curious and very specific in their own way. So congrats to everyone, I would like to say. Yeah.
With those congratulations, yet you had to choose one. Let's hear what the jury's...
Right. So we have a special mention that I would like to start with. We want to recognize this triple co-directing effort. The creators achieve... yes. The creators achieve a masterfully crafted documentary with humble, curious, and frank determination. The existence of this young couple of ex-Naxalite guerrillas is determined by the Indian caste system. They sacrifice their political ideals for property and education rights in hopes of a better life for their young children. How to keep dignity and tenderness in a situation like this? While we bear witness to these lives, many daily and existential questions arise and give cinematographic form to the potent human energy that this family shares, and thus creates a complex and intimate portrait of a marginalized family. We hope to keep encountering such collective sensitiveness in the future.
Wonderful special mention.
So, the special mention goes to A Rifle in the Bag by Isabella Rinaldi, Christina Hanes, and Aria Rote.
Congratulations. And beyond the special mention, what was your jury's conclusion?
3 generations of the same family gather at very different crossroads of their lives. They are challenged to recreate their family ties in the presence of imminent death, broken hearts, and financial instability. When the threshold arrives, everyone is pushed to grow individually and as a family. The filmmaker accomplishes a precise and powerful script, embodied by a fantastic cast with a refined sense for rhythm and detail. She creates a thoughtful portrait that goes straight to the heart of human relations and emotions, and thus enriches the cinematic tradition of family drama remarkably. This is a bright future for great talent indeed. So the winner is Moving On by Yon Dan Bi.
Congratulations. Let's just take a moment and look at a small piece of your beautiful film. Would you like to say something?
네, 제가 오늘은 꼭 울지 않으려고 생각을 했는데 자리에 앉을 때부터 눈물이 나더라고요. 그리고
I was really thinking that I should not cry, at least today, but from the moment I sat down, I started feeling like I might cry.
이 영화를 찍을 때 사실 영화가 어떤 삶을 살아가게 될지 전혀 예상을 하지 못했는데 영화가 로테르담에 초청을 될 때부터 영화가 자기의 삶을 살아가고 있다라고 생각이 들었고 제가 할 일은 이제 이 영화가 자기 삶을 잘 살아갈 수 있도록 좀 도움을 주는 일이라고 생각을 했어요. 근데 어쨌든 이 지지를 해주시고 또 이 영화를 만든 거는 저희 배우들과 스태프들뿐만 아니라 관객분들께서 이 영화가 잘 살아갈 수 있도록 도와주신 것 같아요.
So from the time that I made this film, I actually thought that I really wasn't sure how this film would carry out in its life. And from the point when it was invited to the Rotterdam Film Festival, I felt like it was starting to live its own life. And now I think that I just have to help it. My job is just to help it along in living its life. And not only the people who help me out, the actors and my crew, but also the audiences. All of you are the ones who are going to help this film live its life.
저희끼리는 이 영화가 네덜란드까지 거의 걸어왔다라고 얘기를 했는데 너무 영화를 지지해 주셔서 정말 감사하고 로테르담 I love you.
So amongst ourselves, we had said that this film had walked by itself all the way to the Netherlands. And so I really want to thank you for supporting it. Rotterdam, I love you.
We have a photograph. If you just stand here with the award and we'll take a photograph. And a photograph with the representative of the Bright Future jury. Congratulations.
Beyond right and wrong, there is a field. I will meet you there. We will lie down in the grass. Let the morning hours pass till the words you and I fall away, and there's nothing left to say. I am awake. All the world is within me. There were never two things. There is only one thing. Everything and nothing might be real. So I'll not waste any more of my weird and precious time arguing the nonsense of the wheel. Beyond right and wrong, there is a field. go back to sleep. Don't go back to sleep.
VPRO Big Screen Award. IFFR's award for films that deserve to be seen in theaters and on TV.
Let's see the nominees of the Big Screen Award. So let's meet the Big Screen Award jury. And I'd like to ask Ariana to join me and also Hugo Blom from the VPRO. Hugo, come have a word with me. The VPRO is one of the longest standing sponsors of this festival, one of the most important broadcasters, especially cultural broadcasting in the country. But what does cinema mean to a TV show, a TV channel?
Oh, we're not a TV channel. We're a media organization full of creative people, full of autonomy. We love film, we love documentary, and we love freedom. And that's what you find here in Rotterdam.
I know that. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Thank you very much for giving me that opportunity.
The Big Screen Awards also supports the release of a winning film. Did you find certain qualities in the nominated films that really say big screen? Do you think it equals big audience? What were you looking for in your jury quest?
I think the five of us were real amateurs. We're not professional, we're just film lovers. Obviously, Oriano is sitting there on the third row. I represent her, and Magda, and Mauro, and Miriam.
And you're doing a fine job of it.
Well, actually, that is very exciting to be able to look at films and try to find something which they do have in common. We found that the themes in the Voices program, they're all belonging to the Voices program, was really done neatly by the organization. So we found common themes in them, and we were able to select, in the end, a film with much difficulty, I must say.
Okay, let's hear what it is.
Yes, so fast, yeah. Because I noticed someone, already two juries calling out for special mentions, and I was told not to do so, so I will.
Well, you've got three festival directors. Talk to them about it later.
They're so far away, they won't reach me before I say something, so no problem there. Actually, we were in dubio. More than one film deserves the prize, but we're not allowed to split the award. We were, as a jury, particularly deeply moved by two films, two very different in character, in atmosphere, in artistic feel. And the one, I might stop here and say what the runner-up is, the special mention, goes up to Fanny Lai Delivered. And I really hope that that film will be screened in Kino, because I live close to that. And they do have the opportunity to screen 35mm. Okay. So that is a very standing out movie, if only for that aspect. But going on, both of the films, the special nomination and the one I'm going to mention, tell us about sudden and quite drastic changes in personal life. The film we ultimately chose closely captures, in intimate details, the struggles of an excellent performing protagonist. Watch out for her in the future. It shows the way of coping with such changes, and finally, it provides us with an insight into how love can ultimately be redefined. And thus, it is an honor for us to announce the winner. The award goes to A Perfectly Normal Family by Müller.
Congratulations. understand the award will be accepted by Bianca Tal, who is responsible for curating on behalf of the filmmakers. Bianca, you've done an amazing job. You made it difficult for the jury. Congratulations. Let's have a photograph with the three of you, please. A photograph somewhere nicely in the middle, flanked by VPRO and jury. Great.
The Tiger Competition, 10 world premieres.
Let's see this year's Tiger Competition nominees. Amazing lineup of Tiger Competition films. Please, let's meet the jury. And I believe I'm going to be joined on stage by Sacha Pollock and Hafiz. Please join me. So you have two awards, of course, the Special Jury Award and the Tiger Award. The Special Jury Award for Artistic Achievement. This is one of my favorite awards. It's so broad, it can recognize any aspect of artistic achievement: acting, sound, editing, costume, camera, screenplay. By definition, I think all Tiger nominees are special artistic achievements. How did you possibly narrow it down to decide on who would win the Special Artistic Achievement Special Jury Prize? Was it?
So maybe Sasha?
Sasha?
Okay. Of course, we have quite tough discussions last night, and then we're looking for something like very special, very something like we can see another thing of cinema, like that criticize us as a community, as a people, and society. So I think it's the artistic value that we can point that point.
Okay. Sasha, I think you want to say something first before we announce the Special Achievement Award? Yes. Changing places. Thank you.
Okay. First and foremost, we would like to thank IFFR, Bero Beyer, and the whole team, but especially Jeroen, for a wonderful and fulfilling cinematic week. We were struck by the wide spectrum of the selection, often inhabited by a destructive dimension which gives birth to a new temporal language that can describe our contemporary existence.
Beautiful, thank you. And I think you're now about to announce who is that special winner.
The Special Jury Award. For the Special Jury Award, we want to acknowledge a strong first film which is resolute, inscribed in an existing gender, and demonstrates undeniable craftsmanship from the screenplay to the performance to the temporary flexibility of structure, and engages the current disparity of class. The special jury goes to Beast Clawing at Straw, Kim Yong-hoon.
Wow, unbelievable. Wow, I'm not crying. I'm not crying. Yeah. 로테르담은 저에게 정말 많은 첫 순간들을 선물해 주었습니다.
Rotterdam has really given me a lot of first moments.
이곳이 저의 첫 영화제이고
This is my first film festival.
여기에서 제 영화를 첫 상영하게 되었고
And I was able to show my film for the first time here.
첫 관객들을 만났습니다.
And I met my first audience here.
그리고 첫 상을 받았습니다.
And I won my first award here.
저의 첫 순간들을 아름답게 만들어준 로테르담에게 정말 감사의 인사 말씀을 전합니다.
So I would really like to thank Rotterdam for giving me all these beautiful first moments.
I love you, Rotterdam, forever.
Thank you. Wait. We need photographs. Don't go away. First you, then with the jury. Okay, congratulations. And with your jury. And one more photograph. Photograph. That's great. Yes, nice. And we'd like you all to just stay with us because we're leading up to the last big Tiger Award. Sasha, I'm not going to delay and ask you some stupid question. Just tell us.
Can I have a microphone then?
Yep.
Oh, okay. No, you hold it.
I'll hold it.
Okay.
Go on.
The jury was unanimously, sorry, then I do it wrong. We start over, sorry.
Yeah.
The jury was unanimously impressed by the innovative personal language which coherently succeeds through various approaches and forms in conveying subjectivity, duality, to explore the fantasy of cinema. In a precisely framed urban landscape, it gracefully portrays a certain global generation paralyzed by modern alienation and capitalism. The winner of the Tiger Competition 2020 is The Cloud in Her Room by Zhang Lu Hinchu Yen.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations, you've just joined the Tiger winners. That's a group of some of the most unique filmmakers in the history of cinema.
Thank you. And if you don't mind, can I call up my gang, my crew member who are here?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. First of all, my lead actress, Jingjing. And also my producer, Wang Zijian. My editor, Liu Xinzhu. My line producer, David Su. My actress, Liang Cuishan. And is my sound recordist here? Can everyone who's here come up?
Come on now.
Oh, sorry.
Come.
Yeah. Do you want me to hold it?
Do you want to say something?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just hold it, then you
Okay.
go. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for the jury and thank you, Rotterdam, for giving us this award. The film traveled really far from China and also from 1 year ago to here so that I can share with you. And I'm so happy that you're here to share this moment with us. And there are so many people that I need to thank, so I need to check my phone. So first of all, I need to thank my parents because this is a film really much related to home. Even though I'm growing to a daughter that they may not quite expect it, but I still need to thank them. And also for the cast who are not here, Liu Dan, Chen Zhou, Ye Minghong, Dong Kangning, Ke Limu, Huang Lili, Wang Ruiwen, they're like the key cast in this film. And also my line producer, Li Zhen, cinematographer, Matthias Devok. Do you think that's Devok? Devok?
Yeah, Devoir.
Yeah, because we call him Lao Ma in
Matthias.
China. Yeah, Matthias. Yeah, he also played the lover of the mother in the film. And also our director, Shen Chen Chen, and our sound designer, Li Danfeng, and colorist Fu Shu. and the production company, Blackfin International Sales Radius, Nostalgia, and Morphe. And at the end, let me give you guys a goodbye gift.
Congratulations. We do need to work some photography out. You, if I, maybe I'll hold your phone. I'll be careful, I promise. First photographs with you and your beautiful tiger. Yeah. And with your jury members first, and then the cast and crew. Can I just have with the jury first? And then we'll get you in the picture. Thank you. And now with the cast and crew and team, please. So congratulations. Congratulations. Please stay up with us on stage. That was it. Tiger Awards 2020.